And just so that the next episode has begun, welcome back to Ace Attorney Justice for All. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. It's like a video game, it's like a commentary, and it's like a being a lawyer and blah blah blah. So when we last left off, we just gave this rather long-winded tale of how Acro, the acrobat at the Berry Big Circus, could have possibly murdered Russell Berry. So now we have to present evidence. I don't know exactly what I'm going to present, but let's go for it! Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my VIP. Don't forget the power of my gravel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there is still something unusual about Moe's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay, then, use that to get out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick of this magic case. Okay, hard proof. Ooh. Okay. Okay, let's go through everything one by one. Attorney's badge, of course not. Magatom. What if this was actually the evidence? No, of course not. Crime photo, of course not. Silk hat. I don't think so. Ringmaster's papers? No. Max G promo poster? No. Broken bottle? No. Circus map? No. Money the monkey? Oh, frig, that doesn't make sense. Leon the lion? No. Russell's autopsy report? No. Unraveled the trick, you say? The box? The pepper? Let's go with the pepper. Let's go with the pepper. I mean, we have not used that pepper once this entire case. And if I am wrong, I will accept that, but sure. Nope, that was completely incorrect. That was completely incorrect. Try again. Okay. It was worth a shot, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we haven't used that pepper once yet. I don't think so, okay, so yeah. Quit with the formalities here, Mr. Judge. Guilty, yes, yada yada yada. Okay. Their accused will say blah 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 blah. Yay! I can't stand you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. How dare you? Continue. From save point. Okay. Okay, so evidence. I should probably the next I'm gonna save again in just a second. Right here. Okay, don't forget the power of my gravel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? This is where we'll save, so that, like, in case I fail again, which I probably will, excuse me, I'll have a proper point. Okay. Okay. Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be, okay. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. I forgot about all this crap as well. Okay, then. Let's use that to get out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Okay. This will be a proper save point, I think. Because I guarantee you I'm going to fail. Like, I'm not smart enough to figure this out. Or am I? I don't frickin' know. Okay. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Okay. Okay. So it wasn't the pepper, right? The Grand Prix photo? What? Unraveled the trick. Like, it's a trick. This doesn't make sense. Hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Like, what does this have to do with this right here? What exactly does this have to do with anything? Let's present it. I don't think so. Yeah, that was incorrect. Completely incorrect. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't know. Try again, yada yada yada. We get it, Mr. Judge, you're a jerk. You think you're so cool. Okay, yeah, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Guilty. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay, that was a nice text message that I just got. You're so amazing, friend. Frickin' A. Alright, from save point. Okay. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Hardcore dance. Hardcore dance. Okay, the buzz? The picture of the buzz? That doesn't... Okay, so I tried the note. I tried the pepper. The box itself? Nope, that was completely incorrect. I figured as much. I don't know. What can I use as evidence? What can I use as evidence? You know... Let's try going for the promo poster? Maybe? I'm running out of ideas, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna try either the hat or the promo poster. We'll go with the promo poster first. Promo poster. I think we should be able to finish this case, this recording session. Sure! The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in most testimony. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all these contradictions. You fool! Do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday? He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust, which is what I figured out a long time ago. It's just that, you know, this game likes to take baby steps. It's just how it is. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then what he did, then he did see the silk hat. Well, what? Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one. But what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? That, Max Galactica is a D-bag, a grade A jerk, and also a country bumpkin. I wonder if he's related to a lot of heart in any way, shape, or form. He said that he fit his white roses on Max's chest that night. But that clown testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try to explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. The roses fell off. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Oh, actually, technically, he couldn't have... Either they fell... Oh, okay, I see. They got covered up by the bust. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged to the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Ah! Which explains why Mo didn't see it. The white roses were not visible because they were on the black side. Okay, the back side of the bust. Order! Order! Alrighty then. I think this might be the end of this section of the... Okay. That is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick! Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel! No, I'm sure she has one trick up her sleeve. Of course. Of course! I knew it wouldn't be that easy. Dang it! We have to be in the last act of the case, though. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive! This fitness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the Ringmaster! Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this! I mean, true, but what about the note? Can't we do the note? Thus, there's absolutely no way that someone like this would kill the Ringmaster! Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the Ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? Nothing. The only thing we can do is just listen, of course. There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the Ringmaster. Acro's motive. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I knew it. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingley's testimony after recess. So now we're about to go to the final act of this case. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. Okie dokie then. Drink of water. To be continued. Give me save. Da la 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 la. Yes, please. Do not turn off the power while saving. December 30th, 2:17 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 77. Haha, I got you. I caught you off guard there, didn't I, ladies and gentlemen? Excuse me? I can't believe it, Acro! It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Psst, psst. Mama, he's just a little twerp, isn't he? Well, that's one way to put it. Oh my god, it's Gumshoe. Hey pal! You're gonna ignore me after I went out to all this trouble to bring you some evidence? Ah, Detective Gumshoe! Forget it, I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyway. Now, Detective, I'm sorry. Now, why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk. Gyunyu. That's the Japanese word for it. Random fact of the day, gyunyu. Anyway. I don't know why. Why did I say that? Whatever. How about a card trick, Detective? Or how do I do it? It's like, okay, here's my Carol voice, just make it a little bit, yeah. How about a card trick, Detective? That sounds exactly the same, doesn't it? Anyway. Well, if you insist. Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it? Here you, yes, we got this. I have no idea what it's useful for, but yes, here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. The result of our investigation. You can look at it later. Won't Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? Yeah, who cares? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan. Von Karma looked like she was in a pretty big hurry, though. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were put into play. Okay, so this is the final act. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me, I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Judgment? Judgment! Comes at the very last instant. That's it, and that's it for me too, pal. I'm going home. What did he mean by that? The very last instant part? Everything he said seemed pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Ah! Don't scare me like that! It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. Eh? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? December 30th, 2:27 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. For little me. Why are you here to save little me? SpongeBob reference there, ladies and gentlemen. This court is now in session. Shall we continue our proceedings? Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. I don't know. I can't really do like a gulp sound when I'm doing a voice. About the ringmaster. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. Okay. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. Okay, that adds up. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. What? That's it? That is... Oh, come on! You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro could kill the man who he held in such esteem. You are absolutely right. How can anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is... Come on, Judge, you know us. I mean, we've had one full game together, man. And this is like the third case of the second game, and we're going to continue seeing each other for quite some time, I imagine. So, what do you think? Unless, does the judge get replaced in the fourth and fifth game? I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the third one, at the very least, but I don't know. We'll see. Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. Of course I'll cross-examine. Well, come on! The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright! You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate the motive. Okay, quit with the ad hominem, Lady Von Karma. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. About the ringmaster. Now, before we begin this whole cross-examination, before I make the same mistake twice, I am going to save so that way I won't have to go through all the pre-courtroom banter again like last recording session. Okay, but we still have 2 full episodes left. That's about 50 minutes worth of content, so I'm fairly confident that we can do this. We can finish this in this recording session. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That is true. There's no contradiction there, I don't think. We? Your brother, of course. Yes, my brother Sean and I. What? You have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us. Because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Berry Big Circus. Yeah? Why did the judge... Yeah, Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. Oh, okay. They just play like the sound like some very important thing happened. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Oh! There's no crying in court, let's keep going! Says that even though I've seen a sprite of you bawling your eyes out, but then again it was from the front, so I don't think that it was in the courtroom. Like it was a front-facing sprite. Anyway. The witness may proceed with his testimony. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. Press. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about the other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story! That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is why it makes this so difficult. So then how long have you been a performer? Okay. And Acrobots, see you guys next episode. Super short Acrobots. Blah.